Thought it was some kind of insect bite, maybe a spider bite, something like that. Yes, my name's Gabe Blessman. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. And I was bit by a spider, a brown recluse spider, and I almost lost my leg over it. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and it got mass media attention from People magazine to CBS to local and regional news. And it was quite terrifying. It's a crazy ordeal. I've never been close to death and been that sick where I had to be hospitalized like this. It was a crazy experience, to say the least, and I'm very blessed to be alive. So when I first realized something was wrong that moment was when I was at my recording studio in Atlanta, Georgia, and I had crashed there on the couch, and I woke up early in the morning, and I noticed like my leg was swelling up. That's when I couldn't walk anymore. At that point, I was hobbling around, and I said, I'm going to need to go to the hospital. I'm glad I did. So originally, the doctors told me when they came into the room in the hospital, they didn't know what it was. They thought it was some kind of insect bite, maybe a spider bite, something like that. So once I was actually admitted into the hospital, the first 24 hours of treatment was a lot of pain medicine because I was in a lot of pain. So they gave me morphine. I think they gave me Dilaudid. They also gave me, I think, 3 different antibiotics. It was pretty intense. Every couple hours, every 3 to 4 hours, I was getting stuck with something or ingesting some kind of medicine. I was really loopy. I was out of it. The doctors did say that if it had not come in, that I could have potentially lost my leg. If it spread, they put little dots going down my leg where the infection was, because it had like a coloration going up my leg all the way up to my groin area, from my ankle to my groin. And they said if this goes outside of these lines, there's a possibility you'll have to amputate your leg. So I grabbed the doctor and I said, not cutting my leg off. You figure out how to save this. I said, I need this leg. The recovery process emotionally was tough because I had one of my friends at the time was there with me on and off. Most of the time, I didn't have anybody there with me to kind of look after me too much, and I was kind of on my own, and there was a lot of crying. It was like a dark place to be in a hospital and not have that support. The doctor also said it's become common in Georgia, these brown recluse bites, and there was a lady who came in a week before me, and she had a bite like on her shoulder, and then they let her go prematurely, and like after 2 days of treatment or whatever, it came back and it went to her brain and she died. And then there was a man who got bit on his arm, and then it spread to his hand, and they had to amputate his hand. So when they told me that stuff, and then told me like if it goes outside of these lines, and then they marked my leg up with the marker, I remember him just marking with a Sharpie, dude, like I'm not trying to lose my leg, you know. So it was crazy. Seek medical attention and don't brush things off, because if I would have let it go, I could have lost my leg.